Hello humanity, and welcome to Humanitation History. Alright, this video is about the Last Supper, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy the real knowledge and what this video will bring to you guys. Alright, now remember humanity, if you believe in your fictional God, you have mental psychosis, mental illness. It is your fault for not learning, for not educating yourself about nature. You never looked out there to understand the truth. You never looked up to the stars to understand the true knowledge. A lot of people in my page tells me, why do I disrespect religious people? Why do I call them stupid? Because it's the truth. I'm not here to make friends, to be your buddy or anything like that. I'm here to tell you the truth. If you don't like the truth, that's on you. Alright? I'm not here for that. I'm not making money or anything. I'm taking my time because I want to free the minds of the future children in the planet Earth. Alright? My parents put me through the Christian, religious mind control. And it was hard for me to break, because it was hard to break the Jesus mind control. But I broke it. I understand the truth. And I'm the first one on the planet Earth to do this, to understand this. To understand the ancient knowledge. To understand the truth. To understand what happens every millennium cycle. What happens every 10,000 years of sunlight. Then we have 2,000 years of darkness. All these stories and all these paintings are telling you the same warning. Alright? Any Bible, from Islam, from the Christians, from the Spaniards, from the Vaticans, the Catholic, the Christian, the Jews, the Quran, there's so many Bibles out there, so many. They're all the same stories. From the Buddhists, from the gurus, all those. Those people, the pastors, preachers, popes, all these people on the planet Earth that has a church, all these people have mental illness. Anybody that goes into a church has mental psychosis, mental illness. And I can't believe, this is what I'm saying, we live in a system, we have a fake education system, fake government, and fake religion. Because the first thing they have to teach you in school is of our cycles up above. Every millennium cycle and the 10,000 years of light and 2,000 years of darkness. Once they start teaching this in school, then we have a real education system. Once the government starts explaining this, we have a real government. Once the religious people see the truth, because they ain't going to see the truth, all these religious people have mental illness, mental psychosis. They're all stupid people. Okay? They can't process this information. So I'm here to help you guys, for those who are willing to learn. And hopefully you guys can, once you see these religious people, I try, because I have my father, I try nice with him, and my brothers, they don't want to listen. So now I just call them stupid and idiots, okay? That's the way I am, I ain't going to change who I am, alright? So I'm just telling you truthfully, that all your preachers out there, all your popes, the government, are all stupid people. We live in a planet that is full of mentally ill people. Very, very stupid people. Right? 99% of the population are very dumb. They like the lies. Okay? There was never truth. There was never truth until you guys meet me right now. I'm telling you the truth. So hopefully you see this video. You see all my other videos. Hopefully you have some kind of common sense that you can see, oh shit, all this shit repeats itself. All your Bibles, all the stories repeats itself. No matter what religion you follow. I'm going to prove it to you guys. Right now, my next video will be David and Goliath. Then Noah. I'm going to do several Christian ones. Then I'm going to do the ones from Islam, the Quran. Because I've seen a lot of these. I don't understand, how Christians as a pastor, the Quran people, these people who are pastors, they call themselves a doctor. What the hell? What the hell are they calling themselves a doctor when they're not? They're just more stupid people. And I'll be explaining who Allah is, who the Prophet Muhammad is. It's the same thing as Jesus. It's the yellow sun. Allah is when the seven are one. The seven constellation becomes one. So I'll be doing the same thing. Who is Asia? It's the same thing as the Christian Bible. All right, it's the same characters, but names they all been named differently. All right. So we live in a very, very, very sick world with these religion institutions. You know, when you see religion, when I see religion, religion is it's a form to control the slaves. Okay, it's just whatever place you were born, they give you this mind control to control you, the government from that place. In ancient times, the kings did this to their slaves so they can keep them and control them. Okay, they're doing the same thing in this new age. They're still practicing the same thing. So I don't want to hear, like I saw Donald Trump doing a video from the United Nations where he was saying God and the religions and everything. You see, he has mental illness as well. So we have to stop this BS. All right, this is not a tradition. If you have a Bible, that's not a tradition. Tradition is the American Indians. That's a tradition. When you go to Venezuela, you will see those Indians living in the rainforest, on the Amazon rainforest. Those are real. Anything when you go to Africa and you see Indians, that's a real tradition. Anybody who has a Bible, that's a mind control. That's not a tradition. That's a mind control for the slaves. All right, that's been going on for what? We came out of the Ice Age 2,000 years ago. It's been going on for 2,000 years. Some people started coming out of the underground cities. Look at the ancient look at the Eskimos. They tell you they came from underground cities, and some of the American Indians tell you too. They came from the underground cities. They crossed the ice bridge. Okay, so they went looking for the equator line after the 2,000 years of darkness and the age of Pisces in the third day. All right, you have to understand these things, what it means. The third day means actually the age of Pisces after the 2,000 years of darkness, and the third day, first day is Capricorn, the second day is Aquarius, and the third day is Pisces. Each one is 1,000 years. So the ancient people, they come out of the underground cities, and the third day, because all the ice starts melting away in the equator line, it changes for new life. All right? We've been through 5 of these already. We're going through our 6th one. So I'll explain it more in this video. But remember, looking at my face right now, that's why I put my face here. If you're a religious person, you have mental psychosis, mental illness, you're one of the most stupidest people in the planet Earth. I will say one because the second one is the government not telling you anything, in the corporations. When I see it, I say, I'm just trying to say this, like in the movie The Matrix, Neo says nobody knows. I can't believe that nobody knows. And it's kind of hard because I've seen that Princess of China talking, making her videos. She doesn't even know what the 3 days of darkness is. Okay, there's 3 days of darkness. We got the 3 months and the 3,000. That's the age of water. All right, age of water above is up 3,000 years. All right, we got earth, fire, air, and water. All right, each one is about 3,000 years. Those are the 4 elements. All right, same thing as below, with your monthly seasons. All right. So people, start using this. It's your fault for not learning. All right. For you people who love knowledge, look at this video and look at all my other ones. You're gonna see everything repeats itself. Everything repeats itself. The circle of life. All right. The cycles of life. So let's get started. Bye-bye. Hello, humanity, and welcome to Humanization History. Alright, before I get started, I need to let you people know that we have a fake education system, a fake religion, a fake government. Alright? A lot of you people say, oh, how can this guy tell us that we have a fake education system? Well, as you know, why we have a fake education system. The first thing is, when you go to college, for example, this video is on YouTube too. It's called Jail Introduction to the Hebrew Bible. Here's the picture. She's telling you that the Bible is just ancient stories gathered from all around the world. There's several different stories. Like I tell you, all these stories repeat themselves from all the cultures around the world, alright? That's true what she's saying. But she's not telling you that the Bible is actually astrology. All the ancient people study astrology. Okay, because there's a warning hidden in there. Okay, so right there, one from jail and Harvard University, they're teaching you a lie. All right, mind control. They don't want you guys learning the truth. Second thing, You know, when they teach you about dinosaurs, okay, now the earth is really old. Okay, I know that. It's really, really old. But they're telling that humans been here for millions of years. That's a lie. Okay, we haven't been here for millions of years. Okay, we only been here for probably, I would say, 22,000 years. That's only humans been in Earth. All right, I'm gonna explain why. You see, before you read any religious Bible, you need this. There's our galaxy cycle of above. All right, as above, so below. The reflection of above reflects to below. The wheel of above, the wheel below. It has many different explanations from all our cultures. All right. So as you know, we had our galaxy cycles of 12,000 years. So you put 12, okay? 12,000 years. When you went to school, they tell us that we have 5 ice age, and these were millions of years. No, that's a lie, okay? 12,000 years, a galaxy cycle. 5 ice age. 5 ice age. There's our Milky Way galaxy cycle. Alright? So, just 60,000 years. Okay? You understand? Now we in the new age of Aries. This is the void, the vapors. Okay? Okay, and this is where we come out of the void, the vapors. Okay? This is the 2,000 years of darkness. We have 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Alright? So put another 2,000 years in there. So that's 62,000 years. Alright? Okay? So, the first species in our planet Earth, let's pretend it's the planet Earth. The first species was Titans. Okay. Second, giants. Third, humans. Stupid humans, because 90% of the population are all stupid people. Alright? So the giants left out the warning. Okay? So 99% of the population are stupid because we've been brainwashed in a fake education system. Alright? But if I study this, if I learn this, it's because humans are stupid. They believe everything they hear. You know, listen to anyone. You have to do your homework. Once you do your homework, you will see the truth. That's why I'm saying that you have a fake. When you go to church, if you're a religious person, you're the most stupidest one. Alright? So you listen to your pastor, your pope, your preacher, you listen to the Vaticans, whatever religious institution you follow. If you're from Islam, you're listening. You see, in Islam, they call these preachers doctors. Okay? They're stupid people. You listen to a guru, you'll be being stupid because the guru is stupid as well. You don't have to be going, that's all bullshit, okay? Even with the Tibetan people, with the Buddha, that's all a lie. Okay, that's all a control system. Alright? When the galaxy changes, you will change. Okay? When the 7 changes, I'll show you guys. Okay. When these 7 constellations up here changes, you will change. Alright? That's what I'm saying. We change all the time. Example. You see? Titans, giants, humans. Alright? So giants walk with dinosaurs. The Titans walk with giant creatures, whatever they were. Okay? Imagine you go into school learning the truth about our Titans and what type of creatures they were. If we raid the Vatican library, underground library, and we raid it, there's giant books in there from the giant Titans and everything. You've seen them, right? There's pictures, black and white pictures, showing you a small guy with a giant book opening it. So I'm not sure what type of language it is. It was so old, but if you look at the paintings, you know, and there's, when you look at the there's a lot of archaeological site where you see the footprint of a human next to a dinosaur walking side by side. They're the same size, okay? Giant footprints, all right? Both same size. So now you know that the pyramids were built, all the pyramids around the planet Earth, all the pyramids, all the Tower of Babels, okay? It's a replica from above, but built by giants. Not by humans, by giants, alright? That's why we live in a fake education system, alright? Fake religion, fake government, fake education system. So now let's get started with this video. Alright. Now, I did the paperwork for this and I forgot it, but I'm going to try to do it as best as I can, alright? Alright. So before you read any Bible, you must need this, alright? The wheel above and the wheel below. The reflection of above reflects the wheel below. Excuse me. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, there's my second attempt on this video. The Last Supper painting by Leonardo da Vinci. For you people on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said again, I've been banned for 30 days and Facebook be doing this all the time. So I want you guys to understand this. Okay, you're going to miss about 5 videos, alright? I'm going to be posting every week a video. So I'm doing this one over because I missed a lot of stuff on the table. A lot of information. I want to do it in order too, alright? But a lot of people are asking me, where's my book? Okay, my book, I did one mistake, alright? Okay, you see this, the balance, okay? This is the dark, this is the light. So I'm updating all my images where I put the astrology knowledge, alright? So, okay, so I want to show you guys. Alright, I'm going to put this one over here. You're going to be seeing my updated one over here, alright? Okay, you see? My old one, these were all different. So, I want you to see the old one, then the new one popping over here, alright? Okay. Same with the yin and yang, you see? The light versus the darkness. Okay? You understand? Here's a good example. Okay. The light, you see, versus the darkness. So all my images that I did, I had to update them. I want to put them the right way. I had them the right numbers and everything, but not the right way to you to view it. Alright? Alright. Here's another example. Here's one of my old ones. Okay. So let me put this one again over here, so you will see the color one over here. So let's start with this one. Okay. Here's the yin and yang. Alright. You will see the color one over here. The light versus the darkness. Alright. Alright. Here's again. Here's the color one. The light versus the darkness. Okay. See, here's one of my old images. I want to see the updated one, alright? You see where I messed up here? What I put July, June, July, and August. You see? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. You see? And I changed everything. The darkness versus the light. You see? So I updated it. That's why it's taking me a long time, because on my book it has this. So remember, these are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's the 4 seasons. Alright? Just want to let you guys know that. So yeah, here's another one. Alright? Here's the new image. Alright? Okay, so now let's get started with the main event. Alright. So I want you guys to look at this image over here. Alright. I want you guys to look at it. So the last ever painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Alright. It has all the astrology knowledge. Alright. Okay, like I told you guys before, in the movies they give you the astrology knowledge in a lot of movies. Alright. For example, on the movie The Matrix, they give you the same knowledge as this, where the architect tells Neo, before you know, when the Zion is being destroyed, Zion is our 13th constellation. That's Zion. He's saying he will need 23. I think he says he needs 12, so many females. Okay, so you need 7 males. 7 males. Okay. The movie The Matrix. Okay, Matrix. Let me get another piece of paper. The movie The Matrix. Matrix. The architect tells Neo he needs 23 for the new Zion. Zion. This is Zion right here, the 13th constellation. Zion is the yellow sun and 8 planet solar system. There's 8 planets in there, alright? There's 8 planets. There's 8 planets and a Zion. There's our yellow sun. Alright? So he tells Neo he needs 23. Okay, he needs 7 males. 7 males. 7 males. Okay, and 16 females. I'm doing this off my head, alright? Because that's number 23. See? Number 23. So the 7 males, you guys know, are the 7 males are the 7 constellation with suns. 16 females. Okay, you have to take 12 out. The 12 are the 12 constellations, alright? Then 4 are the 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, you see? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you see? You understand? So that's the number 23. Just want to let you guys know that. It's a little more thing, like, I'm only doing that because somebody went on my Facebook page and they were cussing, oh, how come I listen to you when you're talking about stupid movies like The Matrix? Like, man, these people are so freaking primitive. They can't see the truth. Anybody who's a religious person is a primitive person. Okay? So, again, before I get started, if you are from Islam and you follow the Quran, you have a primitive mind. If you're a Christian, you have a primitive mind. A Catholic, a Buddhist, a Jew, any religious organization that you follow, You are a stupid person. You have a primitive mind. And I'm not here to make friends or anything. I'm here to tell you the truth, even if it hurts you. Alright? I'm not here to talk to you nice or baby you like a baby. You have to control your emotions. Love is an emotion. Love makes you stupid things. Hate make you stupid things. You have to learn how to balance. Okay? Like the Egyptians, you have to learn how to balance. You see the balance? You have to balance yourself. So that's why I laugh when people say, oh, love, love. Hey, no. You have to learn how to balance love, okay? Balance it. Remember, balance. You have to be balanced. You have to learn how to balance things. Let me see if I can balance this. This is 2. Let me see. So you have to learn how to be balanced. Oh. See, if you don't balance things, you will fall. Learn how to balance, alright? You have to balance all those things. So let's keep moving on. Alright? So here we go. So let's get started with the main event. Alright. Okay. So right over here, I want you to see both of them. Alright? So I'm going to put the both color ones in here right now. It's going to pop next to each other. I want you to see all the work that I did to free the mind of the slaves. The 99% of humans that are stupid. Remember, if you're a scientist, you're also a stupid person because they taught you how to think inside the box. You can't think outside the box. You've been programmed just to think inside, to think how they taught you. The scholars are all stupid people as well. Alright? We live in a world of stupid people. Stupid government, because the government doesn't want to tell you anything. They want to try to keep you the most old ways as possible. They are afraid of technology, because it will end their world, the corrupt world they live in. Alright? So, okay, that's enough time. Let's go back to normal. Alright, so what can we explain in here? Okay, let's start from the beginning. The Last Supper painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Alright, this right here is the 13 constellation. Okay, when you read the Bible, these are the characters, the fictional characters they give to the 13 constellation. Jerusalem, this is Jerusalem. The Garden of Eden, this is the Garden of Eden. The Ark of the Covenant, this is the Ark of the Covenant. 2 posts on one side, 2 posts on the other side. Alright? The lamb is the earth. Alright? It rotates around the yellow sun. The lamp, the 144,000. Alright? What's my 144,000. 144,000. 144,000. Alright? Let me show you guys. Above is 12,000. 12,000 years. 12 above. This is below. 12 below. 12 times 12 equals 144,000. Okay, now you see the wheel of above reflects to the wheel below. Alright, we got that one out of the way. Alright. Alright, there we go. Manoah, alright, angel, when you read the Bibles, the serpent, you see these are the serpents. I saw this youth talking, oh, how can a serpent crawl in any freaking primitive people? They're talking about the planets in our solar system. Every constellation that has a sun, you see these suns here, and the planets that follow is a serpent, alright? You see how the serpent, when you see a serpent, when you see a serpent and it's on heat, you will see his head right here. You have to study the serpent. He's like this, wrapped into a, it's like that, a serpent. That's why they call him a serpent, okay? The heat, how they look for that heat, they are wrapped around like that in a circle, alright? That's why you have to study all these things. You have to study nature to understand it, okay? That's how the serpent, you know, they look for heat, alright? And study the serpent. So, again, the yellow sun has many names, okay? The yellow sun is Jesus, is Adam, is Seth, is Abraham, is Hona, is Noah, is Yeshua, many names they want to give it. Alright? So we got that out of the way. Alright? So what else can we go here? Okay, so let's start from up here. I already explained. Okay, we have 12 times 12 equals 144,000. That's the above and below. I will explain that to you guys. Now the ceiling up here, I counted 36. Alright, so let me zoom into this. Oh, and I also forgot. There we go. It's in color. So let's zoom into this. Alright. Just zoom in. Alright. Alright. Let's zoom in. Okay. So we got here. Let me zoom in even more. There we go. So as you know, 12 times 12 equals 144,000 above and below. Alright. Then I counted on the ceiling. Alright. There's 36. Alright. That's the law. Okay. This is from the ancient Egyptians. Okay. Like I told you guys, right down here, I have the law. I'll explain this in another video. Alright? But that's the law. Let me see if you guys can see the law. Where is it at? Elements right there. The law. You see? 36. L is 12. 1 is A is 1 and W is 23. Alright? Equals 26. So same thing as over here. Okay. Law. The ceiling's rectangles 36. L is 12. A is 1. W is 23. All of them together equals 36. That's the galaxy law. Alright. Like I said before, if you ever get in trouble with the system, with a corrupt system, with a judge, cops, or whoever put you in there, is the first thing you have to do is your sovereignty, is your knowledge. Okay, you never give your consent away, because then, you know, as you know, God is a fictional character. It's a lie. It's the same thing. G7O15D4. Okay. Now remember, the 7 are the 7 constellations with suns. O, 15 passages of the reverse sun solar system, and D, the 4 elements. So you never give your consent away to the judge, because he can't. Nobody's supposed to be in that courtroom. All right, they're not the law. All right, it's just a system of codes. You have to be smart. All right. So, therefore, if the prosecutor or a police officer or something, they judging you and they want to imprison you, there's 2 things you have to do. All right. You either have to stand in your square and tell them they can't do anything to you. They don't have the right. They don't have the authority to be there. You have to learn how to speak. In my book, I point that out.
Alright, the video that I made about that, it was removed from Facebook and then YouTube. Okay, they didn't like what I was saying, so they took it off. Now again, you see, that's what I'm saying, they're trying to control. And I was banned for 30 days for putting that video up as well. I was banned the first time for putting, the first time was for putting the Muhammad. I put Muhammad with his 12 wives, with 12 wives in Muhammad. Example, this is Muhammad with his 12 wives. The same thing in Asia, it's the 4 seasons. Because I put that image on Muhammad, it got me banned for 30 days. Then my second time was because of the law video. Then again, because I saved the video, because all my videos I try not to say anything wrong anymore. You know, even with the Muhammad wasn't nothing bad, but they're just banning me for stupid things. This time they banned me for just saving a video on Facebook. Even in YouTube, I was surprised that they removed that Muhammad one. So even the law. So here we go. So now you understand what the law is. Now the second one, you know how the actor, I forgot his name, the one who played Lex Luthor in the Superman movies, not the old one, the newest one. Well, him, where he was accused of sexually whatever, and you see that the person, the prosecutor, passed away. So the same thing you have to do, you have to use your Second Amendment against any judge, any police officer, any prosecutor. You know, you have to use your Second Amendment. Alright? So, I'm just telling you guys the truth. This is the way, you know, if you want to win, you have to do things that you're not going to want to do. So, okay, so let's keep moving on. Okay? Trinity. When you see these 3 doors, this birth, death, repeat. Alright? Again, a lot of people say, oh, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, if you want to get that technical, this is the Holy Spirit, the Raison solar system. The Son is their yellow sun, and the Father is the biggest. The Father is the biggest sun in our Milky Way galaxy. That is located, that is Polaris, Ursa Minor. Alright? Alright. So what else can we talk about here? So you count these carpets. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Those are the 4 seasons, okay? Remember the balance. The light versus the darkness. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are 8. The 8 suns. Alright? Again, remember when you read the Bible, if you watch my old videos, I explain it a little bit more. The bread, you know, the bread where Jesus says, eat from my flesh, is the yellow sun. Alright? And the cup is the Milky Way galaxy. The cup is the Milky Way galaxy. Alright? And the blood is the 2,000 years of darkness. The blood is the age of water. Alright? Age of water, Sagittarius, Capricorn and Aquarius. That's 3,000 years. Alright? Each one of these is of 1,000 years. Alright? Each one of these is of 1,000 years. Alright? It's like a clock. This is our, you see this, the number 23 is our, is the monolith, is the our celestial boat, is our spacecraft. There's many different explanations. This is the Earth. Alright? Okay. What else can we talk about here? So I already talked about the RITE 4 rug carpets in the ceiling. It's the 4 seasons. 4 plus 4 equals 8. The 8 suns. Alright? The 8 suns down here. Alright? I don't want to miss anything. So, okay. So as you know, these are the 12 disciples. These are the 12 constellations, you know, of above and below. Alright? So right here I put 12 above and 12 below. Alright? again, when you start counting the hands, there's 25 hands, alright? So you have to count in there. I'm not going to count in here because probably I blocked a lot of the hands. But when you count each one, alright? Each one of these hands, there's 25. The only thing I can think about 25 is, and it represents in the future, you know how like we have 24 hours in a day? In the future it will be 25 hours in a day, alright? In the past it was lesser. I think in the past, let's say in the age of the Titans or the Titans, it was 18 hours. Because for some reason the moon, when it keeps moving up farther away, you know, something about that. You have to study about it. That's the only thing I can think about the hands, alright? When I did a lot of my studyings and everything. Alright? So, now, in the table, right here, I counted, okay? So in the table, there is, you see these wine cups right here? There is 7. So let me see if we can see it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see if I can, am I doing this right? There's 8 actually. Let me see. Okay, that's the 8 full Mediterranean crystal glasses. Okay, there's 8 full. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, there's 8 glasses. Okay, full with red wine. Those are the 8 suns again. All right, down here you see these little wood sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 suns. All right. Remember the 7th constellation, Orion, holds 2 suns. All right. Again, when you look at this set of glasses, okay, the 13th set of Venetian glass, Venetian cup glass crystals, and 1 cup of salt knocked over. Okay, you will count. You will see 12 glasses. 13 glasses, and you will see the 1 knocked over. So again, you will see the 12 constellations, the 13, and the 14. You see, it's all in there. The 14 is the one that was knocked over. You see, you have to count. Then you will see 18 plates. You see, these are the 18 plates down in here. Okay, so the 18 plates are, you got the 12 constellations, and the 12. Then you have to count. Let me see if I can get you another picture somewhere around here that will have my everything in here. Let me just look for the regular one. Okay, 18. You got your 12 constellations, all right, and your 6 constellations with suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one you ignore. These are the 18. All right. So those are the 18 plates. All right. It's like the one video I made a while back for you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. There you go. Remember this old video I made for you guys? Let me show you this one. There's 18 down here. Same thing, you see? See, it repeats itself over and over and over again, alright? So, there we go. Alright. So here's the plates, alright? Okay. So you got the 18 plates, the 18 constellations, okay? 5 empty glass. Those are the 5 points. When you see the 5 empty glass, those are the 5 points. The 5 points again. Ignore this one. Are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, because this one's always located in the X. Those are the 5 points. Then again, when you count the table, you will see 9. Okay, 9 whole breads. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, there's 2 things that I think about this. All right, 2 things. Okay. When you see 9, you will see spring, summer, and autumn. Okay, that's 9. All right. Here you go. Spring, 3, 6, 9. Okay. Now remember that one of the breads are cut in half. Somewhere in here it says cut in half. That's 10. So that's telling me that sometime in the age of Sagittarius is when we enter the reservoir water. That's the ice age. So we have 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. But like in a lot of the stories, when I read the books, it's kind of telling me, and that's why I saw my images. Let me see if I find one. For example, I used to have the 12 as the ice. You will see the 12, you see, as covered in ice. But no, it's supposed to be like this. I already showed you the updated one. But let me show you another one, if I can find one. Find one of my updated. Yeah, well, yeah. I got it right in here. Okay, you see? Somewhere in the age of Sagittarius, and some of my old images I have the earth in half, where you see half ice and half regular. That's because somewhere everyone is 1,000 years. So when we reach the age of Sagittarius in 500 years, the yellow sun will be entering the reservoir water. Right? So let's keep moving on. So that's when I see that, that's what it's telling me. Alright? So let's keep moving on. Okay? So 7 round. Now you will see this right here. The 7 round ones. Those are the 7 constellations with suns. Alright? These are the 7. Alright? So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 constellations with suns. Orion holds 2 suns. Those are the 8 suns. Alright? Alright. Okay, well, we already talked about the 25 hands. Okay, the floor, 7 white lines. You see 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 white lines, you see? Okay, now again, this is the 14th constellation. I made it the same way as in here. There's a reason why. Okay, look. When you count the feet, right, there's 15. Remember, 15 passages of the red sun solar system. Same thing as the Sistine Chapel, same thing as the Egyptian temple, same thing as in the Aztec temple. They show you the 15 passages of the red sun solar system. That's why there's 15 feet down there. So now you know. Here's the 12 disciples. This is the 13. She makes 15 passages. You see the same knowledge. She gives you the same knowledge. She awakens. She's one of the 8 sons. That's her right there. She awakens 7 sons. She's one of the 8. The red sun, when she comes in the 13th constellation, turns into a blue sun. The red Kachina turns into a blue Kachina. You see? You know, even like the god Shiva is blue. The genie in a lamp is blue. Alright? So right here, okay? Right here, there's the Milky Way galaxy. It's a 12,000 year cycle. We have 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. What else am I missing here? Did I cover everything? Okay, so now you know there's the 14th constellation. That's called Cain, Lucifer, Samson. There's the Holy Spirit. There's an angel. There's the Lord God Almighty. This is the dragon from the China, the red dragon. There's one of the, the beast with the 7 heads. It's one of the heads. Okay, these are the other heads of the beast right here. Okay, there's the beast right here, and you got the heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see? So when you hear, I remember my dad, when I was a little kid, to put fear in me so I can worship his fictional God. He said, "Oh, if you keep with this attitude, when you be in hell, the beast with the 7 head is going to whip you." You see how fucking stupid the religious people are? This is a real beast. And the only reason I'm doing this is because when I was a little kid, I'm going to tell you a true story how my mind was. I hated their God so much. I trained. I used to do exercise. I was learning karate, boxing, all the martial arts that I can. That's why I always wanted to fight the more people that I can. Like the most I reached was, I used to beat 10 guys at the same time, right? Because I wanted to kill their fictional God, Jesus. I wanted to kill him. I wanted to cut his head. You know what I mean? I said, well, if I'm going to go to hell, I'm going to be in the army in hell, and we have to go to heaven and destroy. I want to kill him. I want to destroy him. So, that dream is gone, because when I was growing, I learned there was more gods before him. There was the god Shiva, the god Allah, and here's a painting that I did. It's going to be popping right now. So I killed them all, because the only way I can do it is with this fictional painting that you see here now. And now I say, hey, since they destroyed my dream, because they lied to me from half, I was in that spell since I was 35, I believe, in all that shit, until I was 40. Well, I'm 45 now. Since 20, I learned everything. I learned everything since the year 2014 is when I learned the truth. So I was under the mind control for a long time. So now you guys see this image, and this is what I did. Now I'm saying, well, I need to destroy it here on Earth. I need to destroy the religion. So my thing, I'm the religion ender. I'm the, right here, you see everything in this picture. I'm the destroyer of religion, because I'm telling you guys the truth. Alright? So let's go back to my regular right here. So the way I can destroy religion is by destroying your fictional gods, is by giving you guys the truth, but the true knowledge. So there's the way I'm cutting the head of the people that controls you, the government. By me giving you the truth is how I can destroy religion. I can kill your God here on Earth. So I have to do it here. So that's why I'm doing all this. Okay, so now you guys got that. Okay. Now you know who the 7s are, the 7 constellations. Okay, because we were talking about the 7-headed beast. Again, when you read the story, that's Ezekiel, that's Enoch. Okay, Lord God. The Lord God, Red Sun, has many names, many stories. Okay, the Red Sun. This is the Red Sun. It's named Eve. It's named Satan. Okay, it's a serpent. Okay. Remember, we have 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Alright? Let me zoom out again. Okay, I was talking about all this right here, alright? So, again, let me zoom in. Remember, these are the serpents. I already showed you why of a serpent. Now, this is the 13th constellation, alright? See the planets and everything? Okay. Okay, let me see if I missed anything else in here. Let me zoom out a little so you guys can get the full picture. Alright, I don't see anything else in here. I think I got everything. Now remember, these are the same thing as above. This is just the symbols. Let me zoom into that one real good for you guys. Okay. You see? That's light. Okay, light. Okay, light. Light, light. And you got the darkness, you see? Asia, Capricorn, Aquarius, darkness. I gave it to you guys a number, everything, alright? Okay. So, you got the first day, the second day, then the third day. God said let there be light. Okay, and you got them all. Each one is of 1,000, okay? You see? Okay. That's how easy. When you have my book is going to be in black and white because I can't afford color. So everything is in there for you guys, you see? Okay, let's hit. Okay? You're going to see everything. Okay? Okay? I want you guys to look at everything. You have to study this. Don't be just only listen to me. Look at the chart. Look at everything that I provided. Alright? Okay? Then you're going to see the truth. See? Draco was one of the 8. Yeah, I even gave him, and I gave you the powers that they have. Okay? The powers are part of the seasons. Okay? You see 15 feet. Okay? Right, and there's everything. Alright? You have to really study and learn everything. So, alright. So, let's zoom out. Now, religious people, they hate the truth. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn the truth. They want to keep in their lies. They, they hate the truth, but they love the lie. Okay. Okay, now the color version is going to be popping over here, alright? The color one. So as you can see, we're going to be talking about Lucifer, who has a lot of names. Okay, the 14th constellation has a lot of names, a lot of stories. That's Lucifer, alright? Okay, that's right here, alright? We'll be talking about this one. Okay? We're talking about this one here, alright? See, here's Lucifer. 14th constellation. That's named Cain. When you read the Bible, that's Lucifer. That's Samson. That's the Holy Spirit. That's the angel. That's the Lord God Almighty. That's the dragon. Remember when you read the China, the red dragon. One of the beasts of the 7 heads. Ezekiel, Enoch, angel, stone, and more names that the Bible has. Remember, the Bible stories repeats itself over and over and over and over again. All right. Again, that's David. Okay, when you read the story of David and Goliath. Okay, that's Noah's wife. A lot of more stories. All right. So let's keep moving on. Again, we're going to be talking about the first passage. All right. So that's John, August. All right. Judas, Leo, John, and his brothers. All right. So this is John. Right here, Leo. This is where you look for the 14th constellation. Every millennium cycle, you look for the 14th constellation when it comes in. It came in the year 2010, and it comes out again in the year 3010, 4010, 5010, 6010. It keeps going up. So when the 14th constellation comes in, it stays in the tree of life for 6 years, 6 months. It stays. The tree of life becomes a tree of knowledge in good and evil. All right. Okay. Understand that? So then I will talk more about this later. So again, right here. Cancer, Peter. Peter, July, Cancer. Okay? There you go. That's when the 14th constellation solar system, okay, it comes out. When it comes in, when it says in our tree of life and knowledge, for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days, after her 40 days, she exit through the Cancer constellation, right? Then she won't be back into another 1,000 years. Right here I have all the dates for you guys, alright? Okay, remember, look, millennium cycle. The 14th constellation enters to the Leo in the tree of life for 6 years and months and days, 2010 to the year 2016. The 8 sons are awakened. Okay, so the 8 sons will be awakened for 217 years. Okay, right now we have 200 years. Remember, because she does these patches, she wakes up slowly. So we're in year 2. So we got a long way to go. We got 198 years to go yet. Alright? So the water levels will rise slowly in the planet Earth. By the year 2025, all the coastline is supposed to be under. But remember, we have CERN. It's like particle collider. We have chemtrails and space reflecting the quantum particles from the yellow sun. They're trying to prevent this from happening. They're trying to prevent for the poles from shifting. Alright? So we have underground water tunnels. Okay? So when the sea water rises in the rivers, the government can control this. We have 2 underground tunnels for every state in the United States. So I share a link on my page where you can read more about that. Alright? If you're on my, right now I'm not on Facebook, but when I get there, if anybody wants it, I can share you guys that link where you can read it for yourself, where they have a contract saying these water tunnels have to be completed by the year 2025. By me just reading that, that tells me it's supposed to happen sometime after the year 2025. So, okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, Judas, Gemini, June, okay. Judas is the constellation right here, Gemini. That's when the rest of the system comes in. Now, Judas betrayed Jesus. That means this is the 13th constellation. This is the month of June of Gemini, where it kisses him because it's in. It's that month. Then it will be, it'll be Cancer, then Leo. Every time a constellation moves into the 13th constellation, the month it kisses the 13. Okay. So why did Judas betray Jesus? Because the 14th constellation came in. Okay. Here's the 14th constellation. Okay. This is Judas. This is the 14th constellation. Okay. Here's where we are in the month of Gemini, June. The 14th constellation comes into the 13th constellation for 40 days. It changes the yellow sun. So the yellow sun is rebirth. Right? It's been reborn. Even the red sun has been reborn because the red sun turns into a blue sun, the blue Kachina. Alright? So now you guys know that. So you see, the 14th constellation and the 13th constellation are Gemini, millennium cycle 2016 for 40 days and 40 nights. You see? So now you know the Noah story, and all those stories were 40 because the Bible repeats itself. All those 40 stories is about this. Alright? So, alright. Now we're going to talk about Andrew. This is Andrew, alright? Andrew is Taurus, you see? Now remember, this is the age of fire, and the wheel above, this is the age of fire for 3,000 years. This is the age of earth for 3,000 years, alright? Let me zoom out a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright? So now we're going to go and talk about James. Right here, James. That's Aries. Okay, April. Alright? That's the cube. You have to understand all these things, alright? Like me, I'm not a good speaker. I'm trying to do the best I can, alright? But that's why I gave you all this. There's the symbol of fire, alright? There's a symbol of earth, okay? For the elements, alright? Okay, now we're going to talk about Bartholomew, right here. Okay, that's the age where, remember, we have 10,000 years of light. One. Remember in the beginning were darkness. 1, 2. And then the third day God said, let there be light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see? 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Alright? Again, for those people who still can get it. 10,000 years of light. This is Pisces. This is the void, the vapors. The earth would be an ice age, alright? And the third day, God said, let there be light. For those people who know God is, there's the God, alright? You have to understand that your God is fictional, it's not real, alright? That's just to control the slaves. 99% of the population, people are slaves. They hate the truth, but they love the lie. You have to learn how to think. You have to learn how to use your brain. Like the first thing I tell religious people is, what makes you think that your God is more powerful than the God Shiva or the God Allah? You know, you have to think about the God Buddha. That's all a lie. It's all astrology. All those books are the same story. It repeats itself over and over and over again because I read them all. It's all astrology stories. Then the people got the nerve to say that astrology is fake. That's how fucked up their mind. This is the truth. Without this, you would not know how to do your harvesting, how to prepare to get your food. You have to understand nature, how it works. You have to understand it. You have to go out there and look at nature. You people don't. You don't look at nature. You don't look at the stars, how they move and everything. Religious people can't use their brain like that. Alright. Where am I at now? Where's my paper at? Okay. Alright. So we finished with this one. Now remember, above cycles of 1,000 years, you see? Each one of these of 1,000 years when it shifts. Okay, look. We're in the age of Aries. Then we will shift. Alright? Okay. That's number 5. That's Taurus. We will shift to Taurus. Alright? Then we'll shift to Gemini, June, and for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Cancer for another 1,000 years. Then we'll come to Leo for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Virgo for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Libra for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Scorpio for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Sagittarius for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Capricorn for another 1,000 years. Then we'll go to Aquarius for another 1,000 years. That's when the ice age comes. Then let there be light in the third day. You see? You see how simple it is? So let's keep moving on. So now we are in the cross. Alright? And I'm going to show you an image over here of the cross. So you people can see, you know, there's not, Jesus and the 12 disciples never existed in the earth. Look. I'm going to show you guys something. Where is it at? This is for all the Christians, all the Jews, all the people that follow this religion. These are fictional characters. They're not real. It's all fake. If you believe that this is real, you have mental illness, mental psychosis. Even your psychiatrist don't know anything because, like again, I told you guys, we live in a fake education system. They don't teach you this stuff, that these things are fictional characters. They're not real. They never existed. All religious people are stupid people. Alright? Fiction, not real. Same with the Allah, same with the Buddha, same with the Jews, same with any religious organization. It's all a lie. You must understand nature. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, so right now we are here in the 13. So that's Jerusalem. That's Jesus. That's the Garden of Eden. That's Adam. The yellow sun is Adam. That's Seth, Abraham, Noah, the Ark of the Covenant. Remember, 2 poles on one side, 2 poles on the other side. The lamb. Remember, the earth is somewhere in here, and it's the 144,000 is always with him. I already showed you that. 12 above, 12 below. 12 times 12 equals 144,000. All right. Noah, angel, Joshua, Jehovah, whatever names you want to give it, it's all talking about this. Remember, this is Zion from the movie The Matrix, Zion. Neo, you need 23 to rebuild Zion, because it always gets destroyed. You see, that's why the architect says we've been efficient. We know how to destroy it. You see, that's what he's saying. And what he also says in the movie The Matrix to Neo, you see, they're talking about the future. They're living in the future. We are living in the age 5, in the wave 6. It would be humans with a new species plus AI, right? But AI is good. AI, once you have super intelligence, you be a good person. You won't be a bad person. Right now, all religious people are bad people, and they think they're good people, but they're not. Ignorance makes them stupid. They make them bad. So that's what I'm saying. When I was watching this one guy, he's an entrepreneur named Elon Musk. I think he's the most richest man on the planet Earth. He think AI is bad. No, you have to think AI is good. Once you have super intelligence, you're a good person. You try to fix everything. So Elon Musk has he's not intelligent. He just got lucky. Okay, he's an entrepreneur. You have to, in order to you to be a rich person on planet Earth, you have to lie to the people. For example, anybody who's been rich is because they stole lands. Like, for example, the Dominicans, they stole the lands from the American Indians, the gold, everything. You know, when you steal a lot, they give you a crown. When you steal a little, they throw you in jail. So it's kind of funny when you know that the Spaniards right now in the civilizations, people know that they stole the lands, and you don't see our society doing anything to try to make that right. You know, all of you people are immigrants. This land belongs to the American Indians. You know what I mean? So that's why I laugh when I see Donald Trump saying, "Oh, we need to build a wall to keep the Mexicans." And I say, "Hey, every person on planet Earth, it does not belong to anyone. It belongs to everybody. It's a free world. Nature provides us for everything." So I laugh when I hear people talking about that's how primitive humanity has become. We become stupid. People are becoming more and more and more stupider. They're not becoming smarter. So once you understand this, your knowledge has grown 8,000-fold more. So okay, so right now we in. Okay, this is the second day of the ice age. All right, Simon Aquarius, February. Okay, right here. Okay, this is the void, the vapors. All right, right here. The void, the vapors. This is the second day. You will see the earth covered in ice. Okay, above, the yellow sun turns into a black sun when entering a reservoir of water. Okay, this is the Earth's ice age. Will be for 2,000 years. Okay, remember, this is for 1,000. Then we move here. This is the first day, the second day. Earth will be covered with ice. Okay, so the future people, when the future people, this is the age of Capricorn. Of Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. When this day in the future, we have 8,000 years to go. We have 8,000 years to go, people, because a lot of people see my videos, they can't register this. Every millennium cycle, we have the 8 suns are awakened. We have nuclear summer, nuclear winter. That's climate change. But we have 10,000 years of sunlight. We're in the age of Aries. We got 8,000 years to go. Okay, so when we reach the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, the future people will live underground. This is the reason when you research for the underground cities the ancient underground cities. You see, this already happened before. The giants live underground. They gave birth to us, the new species. Or there were species were longer as scars, then we keep mutating, alright? That's why our skin and our DNA changes. When this changes, the energy of the 7 constellation with suns, with the 8 suns, when that changes, we change. These are the 7 chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, this is the Kundalini. When that changes, we change. Alright? And again, this is Matthew. Matthew, the tax collector. You see? So, the Sagittarius. This is when the yellow sun, okay? The yellow sun turns into a black sun with 3 networks, okay? Remember that in a lot of the ancient books, they point to this constellation Sagittarius somewhere in 500 years. I'm not sure. When I read some books, it's saying the age of Capricorn and Aquarius is when the earth turns into the ice age. But it depends how fast. It depends how fast. Let me see. See, this is our celestial boat. It depends how fast we get there. Alright? So I'm thinking somewhere between here is when the earth turns into the ice age, but I'm not sure. So I will say to the future people to keep an eye in the Sagittarius to start heading to the underground cities. Alright. Let's keep moving on. Now remember, this is the age of water. We got 3,000 years. This is the age of air. Okay? Remember, the 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and air. Okay? You have to, each one, 3,000. Okay? 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12,000 year cycle. Alright? Okay. So now we got Scorpio right here, Philip. Alright? It's about 1,000 years. Then we got James, October, right here. 5,000 years. Then we got Thomas, another 4,000 years. You see? That's how easy this is. Alright? So let's keep moving on. Alright. This is this beautiful one. Everything is in here. Remember, there's Lucifer, comes into our tree of life. The tree of life becomes a tree of knowledge and good and evil. Stays for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. Alright, it changes. It's like a bee. It pollinates the flowers. The flowers are the suns. Alright. I gave you John. I gave you Peter. Now 1 is like 1,000. Why it says that on Peter? Because that's when the 14th constellation leaves. It comes back in 1,000 years. Each one is of 1,000 years. Each one of these constellations. Okay. Here's Judas. Remember? In the 13th constellation. This is the 13th constellation. It has many names, many stories. This is where Jesus is. Alright? So Judas betrayed Jesus because the 14th constellation comes in. For 40 days it changes the yellow sun. The red sun turns into a blue sun. Remember? The blue Kachina turns, and the red Kachina becomes a blue Kachina. Okay? That's a millennium cycle. So the 14th constellation came in June 3rd, 2016. That's when NASA removed all the satellite feeds. Alright? So it won't be coming back into the year 3016 and again 4016 and again 5016. Alright? So we got here Andrew, Taurus. Alright, then we got James. We got James. Okay. That's April. Then we got Bartholomew. That's Pisces. That's the 3rd day. And we got Aquarius. That's Simon. Then we got Lepius. That is Capricorn. Then we got Matthews, that is Sagittarius. Then we got Philip, that is Scorpio. Then we got James, that is October. Then we got Thomas, that is September. The Last Supper, the 12 disciples, you see? These are the 12 real disciples. Remember when I said to you guys, okay, where is it at? These are fictional characters, not real, for your religious people. Alright? You've been brainwashed by your stupid pastor, by your stupid pope, by your stupid preacher, for you people from Islam, from the Quran. Those pastors call themselves doctors. They're all stupid. They're not real doctors. The doctors are stupidity. So here's the, remember Jesus, when he said, eat from my flesh, the bread is the sun. They're all eating because, I'll show you guys right now. Okay, the bread. Jesus is right here, right? He's talking to the 12 disciples. He said, eat. When you read the Bible, it's telling him that to eat from their flesh. You see, look, the Last Supper, because it's the last. We have 10,000 years of sunlight. It's their Last Supper. They're eating from the sun because they're going to be going into the vapors, into the darkness, into the void for 2,000 years. They ain't going to eat from the sun no more, because it's going to be, when you read some of the science books, it says there's a lot of dust particles in space. So it covers our yellow sun. Okay, now you have to think about all those dust particles. We are breeding it to the people in the future. That's why it's transmutation in our DNA. We all become a new species. Alright? So in the third day, so that's why he's saying, when they drink from his blood, they're going to be forgiven from all their sins. They're going to be made new again. We all going to be made new again. Okay? Now you understand that? So when you read the Bible, you have to look at this. Then you get the real story. Not the fictional stories that the religious people give you. And then right here I put the cross. You see? Alright? Now again, you see our galaxy cycle. The Milky Way galaxy cycles of 12,000 years, 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Right? I gave you the first angel, that is spring. The second angel, that is summer. The third angel, that is autumn. Then the fourth archangel, that is winter, water. You see? These are the four archangels. Again, these are the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Again, these are the four living creatures. This surrounds your God or whatever, when this is in the Bible. These are the four beasts from below. It has a lot of names and a lot of stories. So, I think that's all I have for you guys. I think I covered this one very good. Alright. Same thing. Yep, it's the same thing. So that's what you have to do. So anything else? Okay, my next video is gonna be David and Goliath story. It's gonna be a real quick, simple one. Alright. So this is the real story. The 12 disciples. The Last Supper. So I hope you guys learn a lot. I hope you educated yourself. I hope you love the truth. Now remember, we in the age of Aries. Let there be light. So 2,000 years ago, people lived in the underground cities. Okay. So we're in the age of Aries. We got 8,000 years to go. We got 8,000 years to go before we hit Capricorn and Aquarius. Before the people start going to the underground cities. We're in the age of Aries. Okay. We have 198 years to go, because right now we have climate change for 200 years. The first 100 years are going to be the hardest for humanity. Alright. We have nuclear summer, nuclear winter. What this means, we have more quantum particles in the air that makes the earth move. We will have more sinkholes, more of everything. Here's that image right here for you guys. Alright, that's going to be popping over, giving you all that information. So always educate yourself, learn, understand that our religion is a form of mind control. It's to keep your people as slaves. It's an old customs that the elite has. It's been passed down through generations to keep you people stupid. Your God is fictional, it's not real. You are the God of creation. You're experiencing your creation. Alright? There's no such thing. Okay? I'm more than a God. When people say, oh God, I said, no, who created us? Nobody. Okay? We live in a universe. You know when they play the lottery numbers, how they pick a random number. We live in a galaxy that sustain life. There's some galaxies that do not sustain life. Alright? By us experiencing life is how we create consciousness. Okay? We create the universal consciousness by us coming and experiencing nature. Alright? Again, everything changes. Because remember, to you religious people, our skin changes. We used to be titans, then giants, then humans, then we can become a new species. Here's another picture for you guys. Alright? So you can understand, we always change. And the earth can be moved. Rapture is the earth can be moved to any of these constellations without suns. Or the red sun can move us. The red sun is the one that can move. For example, this red sun here used to have 4 planets. Now she has, some stories, she has 6, now she has 7 because she took Pluto with her. When she loses her energy, she can leave planets in any of these 12 constellations. She can move us to any of these constellations with suns. You know, for example, Draco, Polaris. She can take us to the Orion, where it has 2 suns. And everything will change. Again, she can take us with her millennium cycle. Again, she can leave us in the darkness of the abyss. There's a lot of planets. When you read the books, there's a lot of planets abandoned in the abyss. And the stupid thing is, again, so I can tell you the education system is fake. When you read these stories, they say how these planets were abandoned in the darkness of the abyss because the red sun moved us. They know this, is just they don't want to teach you this. You have to seek the wisdom for yourself. So here you go. So that's all I got for you guys. Love the knowledge, love the truth, and educate yourself, people. Learn how to use your brain. Your first muscle is your brain. When I was young, I always focused on this, on my trying to keep this as more, but the one muscle that I never trained was my brain. Train your brain. Bye-bye.